Welcome back everybody. Today we're going to check out Cadena Spanish Restaurant. Their location's on Somerset, and Somerset is very confusing in Ottawa because there's little sections of Somerset in Chinatown and by Elgin, and then there's one in Sandy Hill. This one I thought was closer to Bank Street, but it really wasn't. It was around the Sandy Hill area. So today we're going to check out empanadas. I'm shocked by myself that I've never had an empanada before, but today I'm going to check it out. I got 6 different types: beef, chicken, bacon, mushroom. And then for dessert, I got the mango, cherry, and apple. So I didn't realize that there were dessert empanadas and regular empanadas. From the looks of it, these things look like pies to me. I originally thought they were like dumplings, but I don't have too much knowledge in empanadas. But she told me that one would be enough for one person, and I kind of didn't believe her because I always thought it was like a little dumpling thing. But yeah, I could see one being enough for one person. And so we're gonna begin with the savory ones, and then we're gonna go to the sweet ones. It looks really nice. The presentation is on point. She put a lot of details in the crust area. The first one that we got after cutting it, I realized it's chicken. Let's taste it out. This actually reminds me of a chicken pie. It's not totally salty or totally sweet. I thought there would be a lot more flavor to it. It's the chicken is very prominent. I like that the crust is still a little crispy, and it's very flaky. It's good, but there's not a crazy amount of flavor to it. Next up, we have the beef one. You can see that it's a lot of ground beef. Let's check out the flavor. Okay. You can taste the flavors that they put in here, the different types of spice. It's not spicy, but it's got good flavor to it. It doesn't have like that overwhelming power to the flavor, but the subtlety of this flavor is a lot better than the chicken, I find. The beef one is a lot more flavorful to me than the chicken. Now we have the bacon and mushroom. It's nicely packed. I find that the beef one is probably the best packed one that there is of the 3. Let's check this out. It's an interesting combination. I find this one a little drier than the other 2. If you like mushrooms, get this one because the mushrooms are predominant. There's a little hint of bacon through the whole thing. They also have different other types of savory empanadas. They have a pizza version, they have a cheese version, a vegetarian one. They have a list full of them. From the three that I chose, I would definitely go back to the beef one again. The other 2 I could pass on, but the beef one is probably worth it if you want to go over there to check out empanadas. Now onto the desserts. So the form of the dessert ones are pretty much identical to the savory ones, and they also seem to be made with the same pastry. So I don't think there's anything new except for the stuffing that's inside. Let's check out the mango. It's very sweet. It's nice sweet. I do like mangoes. It's a very good dessert actually. Now we have the cherry one. Cutting it just like flattened totally out. But yeah, there's pretty much as much mango as there is cherry. I hate to say this, but I actually like the cherry one over the mango one, even though the mango one is really good. It's not the sweet cherries, it's like the tarty ones that I like. This one's actually right up my alley. Finally, we get to our apple empanada, and it actually looks like an apple pie once it's cut in half. Sorry, this one's like, I couldn't cut this one quite as nicely as the other ones, only because the crust was actually pretty crispy. Just because it was so puffed up, this one looks like there's less ingredients inside, but I'm sure it's going to be just as much as the other ones. It's alright. I do like the mango over this one. It might be just because of the way that it was all puffed up and everything, but this one doesn't seem like it has much of the apple flavor as mango has for mango and the cherry has for cherry. These dessert ones are very good. I actually prefer the dessert ones over the savory ones. Odd, because I never usually go for dessert over something savory. The one thing that would have like really knocked it out of the park for the dessert ones though is if they had like sugar on top of it. Like, you know how they do the flakies and stuff like that, where they have like little sugar cubes on top? That would have like made this one like really good. But as it is, it's good already, but it's just like, I feel like there could be an elevation to the dessert empanada. The savory ones, in comparison with a lot of the other restaurants that we've gone to, this one isn't like as in your face with the flavors. They do have flavors, but I found that the beef one was probably the best one and the go-to one that for me if I ever go back. Now this place also has tapas, and they also have breakfast menus, and there's a whole slew of stuff on their menu. They're all the way out in the Sandy Hill area, and it's something totally different that I've never had before. Obviously, I've never had empanadas before, so it was good for me to give it a try to figure out what empanadas are. If you guys have any other suggestions for another empanada place, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check it out. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. See you, bye.